Welcome to Episode Echoes, and today we're reviewing the exciting new TV show Dune Prophecy, currently streaming on HBO Max. Before we begin, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Episode Echoes for more of the best reviews, recaps, and breakdowns of your favourite TV shows. Also, because this review will be describing key plot points and events of the episode, a spoiler alert is in place. The show is set a few thousand years before the events of the Dune movies, when humans were still ruled by thinking machines. We also learn that humans rebelled against their AI overlords, with a member of House Atreides leading the way. The war was won, and all thinking machines were banned. House Atreides came out as the heroic house, while House Harkonnen, whose house fled the war, was banished to distant and desolate lands. This is the historic context that Dune Prophecy is built on, and according to Valya Harkonnen, one of the main characters in the show at this point, this story was a lie, or at least not the entire truth, as it was written by House Atreides. In the opening scenes, we witness the events that lead to Valya becoming the Mother Superior of the Sisterhood, including the death of the first Mother Superior and how she overpowers her main rival, using her witch voice to command her to kill herself. We learn that the true mission of the Sisterhood is self-preservation in the Imperium, and that they are the kind of organisation willing to do whatever is necessary to achieve their goal. The first Mother Superior had a vision to control all of the Imperium, by not only using their sisters as truth-sayers in all the great houses throughout the Imperium, but also by breeding the leaders of the houses which the Sisterhood could control. Valya, in her 30 years of reign as Mother Superior, has amassed power, grown the Sisterhood to a large number, and shed the Harkonnen family name that weighed her down. Back on Salusa Secundus, the homeworld of the Imperial House, we meet Prince Constantine, who has just brokered a deal with Valya for his sister Princess Nezi to be trained by the Sisterhood. We also meet Emperor Corrrino, leader of the Imperium and father to Constantine and Nezi. There is a wedding being planned between House Richese, one of the great houses, and the Emperor's house. House Richese offers a wedding gift of ballista motherships to the Emperor, which would help protect the mining operations in Arrakis and makes a play for the planet Arrakis. In case you have forgotten, Arrakis is the desert planet with the giant sandworms where all the spice is mined, and also home to the Fremen, who do not officially recognise the Imperium. The meeting between Duke Richese and Emperor Corrrino gives us a glimpse of how the Sisterhood wields influence throughout the Imperium. In the meeting, both men have their truthsayers present, and both truthsayers share information behind their backs. Soon after this meeting, an important guest arrives at the Imperium, Desmond Hart, a highly decorated soldier who survived the latest attack on the Emperor's regiment in Arrakis. He informs the Emperor that the attack was likely to be by one of the other houses and not the Freemen as earlier believed. The Emperor invites him to stay for the wedding. Meanwhile, Sister Kasha, Emperor Corrino's truthsayer, has a nightmare and immediately flies back to the Sisterhood to caution Mother Superior Valya and Tula. From her vision, she now has serious doubts about whether Princess Nezi would be the right pawn for the Sisterhood in the Imperium. Valya, however, confident in their plans, shrugs her off. Tula, who seems to be the yin to Valya's yang, advises Valya to at least consult the genetic bank to be sure that the marriage is the ideal union to progress the Sisterhood's agenda. We learn during several conversations that the Sisterhood had been the ones weakening the Imperium on Arrakis, thereby making room for House Richese to swoop in with their proposed marriage between the houses. The wedding between Princess Nezi and young Lord Pruitt Richese proceeds as planned, despite opposition from the Emperor's wife. During the ceremony, Lord Pruitt is caught with a thinking machine, a small lizard toy that scampers the room before it is stabbed by Desmond. Desmond, who until that moment, barring his introduction, had not had much to do, plays a significant role towards the end of the episode. He has a conversation with Emperor Corrrino, which suggests that he knows the extent of the control the Sisterhood wields, and also finds out that the Emperor has doubts about the wedding, but would not call it off so as to not appear weak. In a shocking twist, Desmond meets young Lord Pruitt sitting alone in a corridor in the middle of the night and magically burns him from the inside. Back at the Sisterhood, Kasha's also burnt to death at the same exact moment, while Valya and Tula, who are startled by her screams, watch in horror. This show has all the intrigue, action, dialogue, a range of characters, and scope to be as massive as Game of Thrones, and episode 1 is a sensationally good start. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to Episode Echoes and ring the bell to be notified when we post new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.